This is a bullseye snakehead, and it's one of Florida's most invasive species. These fish were illegally introduced into Florida's waterways in the early 2000s. Using South Florida's vast interconnected waterways, they have now become full-time residents. There it is! These fish often get a bad rap for their invasive status, but they make for some of the best fishing opportunities in South Florida. The whole theme of this video, like I've been telling you guys, is invasive species. What's really cool is there's a guy across the lake over here, and he's blasting some iguanas with a little pellet gun. And that's about as Florida man as it gets. So iguanas all over South Florida, and you can actually shoot them and eat them. Done several catch and cooks on the channel with iguanas. They're delicious. They call them chicken of the trees, and they're everywhere in Florida, and there's no shortage of them. Okay, so Dennis put the drone up in the air, and we found a carp. So we kind of intercepted him, and we're gonna make our way towards the lake where we saw him. We got blackberries because we're catching high-class carp. Carp love fruit from what I hear. But as a kid, I used to catch them on bread and corn in the neighborhood, but we brought both just in case.
Dude, he's right there.
He looks lethargic, huh?
He looks broken.
He looks malnourished. He needs a blackberry in his life. So that was the only one you saw, huh?
That was the only one I saw.
It almost looks like his back is broken or something, like he's got some kind of deformity, so maybe that's why he's not hungry, because usually they love bread. We're gonna take a little break from the carp. Dennis just put the drone in the air. We've been flying up and down the canal system, and then when it's really shallow like that, Dennis can literally see every single fish in the canal. Tilapia, snakeheads, we saw peacock bass. No carp, but we saw, I want to say like 4 or 5 snakeheads in this canal right here. See if we can catch them. And when you snakehead fish, I like really shallow, heavily vegetated canals because they like to ambush their prey. And they're always hanging out, usually with their heads like tucked into the shoreline. A lot of times you can't even see them. Like that one, we didn't even see on the drone. He was tucked up against the bank. So we like to make long casts parallel to the bank to try to get it right over their head.
Oh yeah.
There it is, Dennis. Oh yeah, he was on it right away. Feels like a good fish. Dennis said cast right there past this tree. This is where he saw it on the drone, and he was on it, man. Look at him, he choked that frog. Ready? Yep, good size snakehead right there. How's it going? Gorgeous snakehead, spotted him from the drone. This one's got a bunch of spots. I always like to see the different configurations on these fish. See that bullseye on that tail, and he was just creeped up right along that bank, reeled the frog right past him, and he was on it, man. Look at how far down that frog is. It is down the hatch. Hard head. Ready for this? Okay. Whatever body of water you catch a snakehead in, it has to go back. So I cannot take this snakehead and release it in another body of water. But I don't believe in killing things unless you're gonna eat them. A lot of people will just let this snakehead die here on the bank because they're invasive. I'm actually gonna eat it, but you can release him. See if he'll come out a little bit in the open water, a little bit to the left. There's one. Or is that a bass, huh? I think it's a bass. Who says that snakeheads and bass can't coexist in the same canal, huh? It's unfortunate that we have a lot of invasive species in Florida, but at the same time, from a fisherman's perspective, it's really cool. Is it the best thing for the natural environment? Absolutely not. This is one of the native fish we have here, little largemouth bass. Can be found in pretty much every single state and pretty much all around the world. Another bass, huh? Another largemouth. And we've seen everything in this canal. We've seen tilapia, largemouth bass, peacock bass. No carp though. As a saltwater guy, when you catch freshwater fish, no matter where you hook them, that guy was hooked deep, they never bleed. I don't know what it is about freshwater fish, but they never seem to bleed. You're in the land shark mobile, check this out. Dennis has the drone in the air and spotted 3 absolutely massive snakeheads. 10+ pound fish just chilling on the bank, waiting for a frog to float over their head. Did I not reach him?
Go way to the right.
To the right. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, dude, I think they attempted it. Those fish did not want to eat, man. We had the frog right over their head, 3 snakeheads, all big fish, did not want to eat. Very sad, but I think it's still a really cool shot. I was telling Dennis, I've never seen really good, clear video of snakeheads like that in such shallow water. So I'm just happy we got that shot. As you guys know, I love to fish, and I'm sure most of you do too. That's why you're watching this video. When I can't get my fix on the water, I love to play this game called Fishing Clash. Let's jump in and see what we can catch. Take a cast. We're in a nice tropical location, going towards the dock. There's a nice lady on the dock right there. What does it get? What? Oh, okay. We got a hogfish, ladies and gentlemen. Cool thing about this game, you can literally fish all around the world. Freshwater, saltwater. One thing I love about Fishing Clash is the amount of features this game has. They have all new clan games. You could build your own fishing village. They have a ton of fish species to choose from, locations around the world, competitive gameplay, equipment upgrades, and lots of customization options. Fishing Clash is also an official sponsor of Major League Fishing, and players can take part in virtual competitions and win in-game rewards that mimic Major League Fishing events. If you guys want to support the channel, you can download Fishing Clash on iOS or Android. I'm going to have a link in the description box below. It's also going to be on the screen here, as well as a QR code. And Fishing Clash is hooking you guys up with a $20 reward. Use my gift code LSHARK. I'll have it linked below as well. Just follow these 3 simple steps and use my code LSHARK to get your special $20 value reward. So if you guys are addicted to fishing like I am and want to get your fix in for the day, it is super convenient to pull out your phone, get on Fishing Clash, catch some fish, and just have a good time. The last thing you guys saw in this video was us with the snakehead, and it is actually the next day. One of Dennis's friends, Tyler, from the YouTube channel Sun's Out Fishing, who's right behind us, he actually invited us to come out because his buddy has these fish known as Pacu in his backyard. Now these are really special fish because you pretty much can't catch them anywhere else except Florida in the United States. They're tropical fish. They're not meant to be here. We got our Wonder Bread right here. Tyler said that he likes it floating, so I'm gonna do exactly what he did. We tried fishing for these Pacu for about 30 minutes, chummed up with a bunch of bread and waited for them to come. Unfortunately, they never showed up. Birds are feeding. All right, guys, we got a sighting of a carp right here on the side of the road in a canal. And we're trying not to spook it and seeing if this thing's gonna eat. We are seeing, there's probably like 3 or 4 carp in this canal, but it's so hard to get them to eat because they're so spooky. Smell that Wonder Bread.
He's turning slowly.
He swam right over my line. I don't know if they just can't smell the bread or what. This canal is absolutely loaded with carp though.
Yeah, little bycatch. We're out here looking for some carp, but they're not cooperating so far. We'll see.
They don't want the bread, so we're gonna give them their natural stuff, grass. They're called grass carp because they eat grass. But it's really hard to cast this, so I'd have to be like right on his head, dude. We tried to catch carp on bread, on strawberries, on blackberries. They didn't want to eat anything. Right in front of their nose. I don't know if they're just being really snubby. We even tried grass. They came right up to the strawberry, just never ate it. So I think I'm gonna scrap the carp for this video. We're throwing frogs in canals and lakes to try to get on some more snakeheads.
sick. That was so epic. Check this dude out.
I love McDonald's, all right? Dennis makes fun of me for liking it. I think it's great. It is an American staple. You get down to your goal weight, and then you can enjoy life. These two boys, they don't want to eat McDonald's, but I'm gonna enjoy.
You're enrolling me. They have what's the McGriddle?
No thanks. McGriddle's breakfast, dude.
You guys have all day breakfast?
No, they don't. Thank you. Have a good one. Nice McDouble, McChicken, and a Coke Zero is all you need.
Just these little guys so far, they're kind of short striking it. I got faith we're gonna find a bigger one. We might switch spots here in a minute and go. I know, I hit that spot like 4 times. Another little guy. I love the variation and coloration on these fish. I can show it. There's one right there.
Oh no, he was on too. I got tight with them and then it just didn't get a good hook set. They're like right in the middle. You see them on the sand? Try it, Tyler. Maybe they want yours. Looks long.
Shoot, I just got bit. Wasn't recording. This is a nice one. Oh, this is a nice one. That was such a nice eat. Damn, this thing is strong. It's got me in the grass. Come on, baby, get up. Oh, it's my nicest one of the day for sure. Come on. Woo! Let's go, baby. Maybe 5-pounder.
You caught a mondo?
Not a mondo, but a nice one. Fly the drone over here.
Really?
Yeah, it's a nice one actually. You guys want to keep it? It's like 5-6 pounds.
5-6 pounds, huh?
Probably 5. All right, we were kind of losing faith out here. When this one came up and ate it, it's a really pretty fish. It's kind of got some like greens and stuff in them. Check them out. So sick. These fish are so badass. Wow. That's so cool. Papa's got the bacon.
We saw so many snakeheads at this spot. Dennis put up the drone, and that's one of the coolest ways to find them, and they just wouldn't eat. We probably saw 10 or 12 fish here. Every single time you reeled a frog over their head, they just didn't want it. I think it's just like with any type of fish. You know, they got feeding patterns. They might have already had breakfast and lunch, and they're waiting for that little dinner bite. Good morning, guys. We are starting out the day once again, throwing the frog. Dennis has the drone in the air.
It's hard to say. Vic, you're good, he's on it. He's on it.
I see him. Oh, he missed it. You got that eat, huh?
Yeah, watch it, yep.
You guys, nothing gets your blood pumping in the morning than seeing something wake on this frog. First cast of the day, when we got the drone up in the air. You guys probably saw that. But he just missed it. He never committed to it. He waked it, but he never actually committed to it. So let's see.
Hooked up. Oh, I lost him. All right, that fish ate. I don't know if he's gonna eat twice. Highly doubt it. Let me fix my frog real quick. Got one. Nice one. Oh, that was a sick eat. It's a nice fish. Not bad. A few pounds. That was just such a cool eat. There we go. Not a bad snake. Pretty fish. Probably about tennis is flying over with the drone right now. Pretty cool. Show this guy off. Got some nice kind of black spots on him. Trying to hold him up to the drone. Got the coconut head. Not bad. When you get this guy back, you see the frog right here in his mouth. Pretty much engulfed it. Try to pop this out real quick. Just kind of let him slither back home.
Spot number, I don't even know how many. 50, 40. We've put in the time, boys and girls. Oh, yes! That's a good one, Dennis. He's in the tree. Shoot. Oh my gosh, my line was in the tree and he broke me off. If I wasn't stuck in the tree, I would have caught him. Casted, line got stuck in the tree, was wiggling the frog, he ate it, and just bad luck. Just bad luck.
Nice little bass, just ate the chatterbait. Not a bad fish. Little variety. There it is, largemouth bass. Some of the bycatch when we're out here looking for snakeheads.
You guys, we can't catch a snakehead to save our life. We got Nick, he gave us the meat call, and he's got some spots. Hopefully the snakeheads pull through for us. We've had nothing but that bad luck on that one fish, so we found this little tight canal, which snakeheads love, and I'm praying. I'm really praying we get one. So reactive to every single sound right now. Ooh. Oh yeah! Come on, Nick. That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, that is nice.
Dude, we can't catch a break.
Dude.
That was a big fish, huh?
Do you feel big?
That felt really big.
The snakehead's like Michael Jackson. They're getting down right now. Oh,
There we go.
come on.
Just got bit here. Let's see if I can get this fish in. Not super big. Damn, I did not see that.
Sorry, guys.
Come on, Tyler.
Victor's very knowledgeable on these. I know they come from Southeast Asia. I know they're invasive. I think they're a super cool fish. I've shown you guys before, but they got that coconut head, hard like a rock. These are super cool ambush predators down here. They were illegally introduced, but we're not mad about it. These fish are super cool. They eat a lot of invasive species down here too, the Muscovy duck, the bowfish toad. Super duper cool fish. We're gonna have some of these for dinner tonight. Victor's gonna make an awesome dinner. Really excited about that. We're still hunting for one more big one, so let's see if we can make it happen. I'm gonna get this guy back.
Oh my God, that was a big fish. I couldn't tell if he had it because do you see how he rolled on it? Like his tail came out of the water? Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. There he goes. Oh my gosh. I paused it and he ate it then, Dennis. That was exciting. Casted the frog along the seawall. He hit it twice, stopped it, started working it again, and then he hit it. That's why I love these fish. They get your blood pumping because you can see everything. The eat is so visual. There it is. Nice little snakehead. we're gonna let this one go because we got plenty for dinner. You guys, today has been, you know, people always ask us what the toughest part about YouTube is, and it is a dream job, but it can be tough because I feel guilty when I can't put together a good video for you guys and there's not a lot of action. And I know it's real when, you know, days are slow, but I want to put out the best content for you guys. And in the last 3 days, we've probably hit 50 spots, seen so many snakeheads. Either our line breaks, they get us in a tree, or they have lockjaw. But right now is the best time of day to get them, when the sun's going down. That's all she wrote, folks. 3 days of fishing by foot. Probably did 50,000 steps between every single one of us. And that's all I got.
We're at 21,000, I think 22,000 today.
21,000 steps today. So I had a lot of fun. It was a good time with the boys. Got to hang out with Tyler. Never met him before. You guys got to check out his channel because I would think that half of this video is going to be his GoPro footage because he had the hot hand. I remember when I was his size, I wanted to make it so big, and Tyler is a good dude. You guys seriously check out his channel. It's going to be linked below. He's got a promising future on YouTube. Great cinematography. Look at him smiling over there. Look at him smiling. So yeah. But we got a snakehead to cook, so we're gonna book it over to Pompano and cook you guys a good dinner. What I really like about snakeheads, like I was showing you guys, is how many different patterns they can have. Sometimes you find them with a lot of distinct spots, and this guy's got some really cool spots. And this is called a bullseye snakehead. So you guys see that false eye on the tail. It's a defense mechanism in nature. There's also a northern snakehead that's invasive that they have in like the Maryland, Virginia area, but that's a cold water snakehead. These are the warm water guys, and they come from Southeast Asia. I know they have a lot of them in Thailand. Big, thick scales, so perfect candidate to use for the Dextreme knife, the dual edge knife. You guys see I'm going in with the serrated side right now. You can actually save 20% off all Dexter knives. Use my code LANDSHARK. I'll also have it linked below. Such pretty white meat. Very similar body structure to something like a cobia. If you look, he can lay flat. He's got this coconut head, as they call it, real hard head. So I just traced him all the way to the backbone, going down on the other side of the backbone right here. And they got pretty long section of ribs. So let's just let that knife glide right on top of them. Kind of just let that meat unfold. And there it is, snakehead fillet. I'd say it's a pretty dang good looking fish for something that lives in a canal. You know, a lot of people think that just because you're catching it in a canal or freshwater that it's not going to be good, because these guys live in a lot of really nasty water. The canals that you catch a lot of these fish in just don't look very good. They don't look very appetizing. But the fish quality of a snakehead and the fillets is pretty dang amazing. Let's just set this aside real quick. Skin the other side, or skin this side. Just line it up with the edge of the fillet table. And just push away from me. But I'm mindful of the fact that I do have that dual edge, just to not cut myself. Okay, now all we got to do is remove these pin bones. And that's it. And we're actually right here behind Dennis's house in his lake. So we get to feed the freshwater fish some snakehead scraps. I'm sure turtles or peacock bass or anything that's in here is going to eat that. Very little bloodline. Nice white flaky meat. That's all I got. I'm going to cook up a nice meal for the boys and Brooke. We'll catch you guys there. Okay, so check it out. That, to me, looks like amazing fish. Snakeheads always get a bad rap. I think it's because of where you guys saw that we caught them. Not the most desirable water, and they're kind of freaky looking fish, but they are the best freshwater eating fish, I will tell you right now, in my opinion, especially in Florida. So we're gonna keep it pretty simple. Went ahead and made some like 4-ounce pieces of our fish. We're gonna hit them with salt. You already know what's coming next. We don't buy the little containers of garlic powder. We get the industrial size right there. Okay, good amount of garlic powder. Coriander. I want to do kind of an Asian theme. So we're going to do a little stir fry veg. We got some jasmine rice going. So some coriander. Great, great spice to use. And then lastly, pepper. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And we're going to take these bad boys outside and just give them a little pan fry. I think that this fish looks very comparable to something like a snapper fillet, like a mangrove snapper fillet in terms of the color. So super simple. Non-stick pan, medium heat, going in with some avocado oil. Okay, and fish goes on. We're keeping it super simple tonight because we have filmed, like I was telling you guys, for the last 3 days, and it's what, 9 o'clock? 8:30? Just got done fishing, so good little home-cooked meal to finish off the day. Keeping in with the Asian theme, we're gonna do a little stir fry. So some oil in the saute pan. Normally I would do this outside on the wok, but we're using that burner for the fish because I don't want to stink up the house. And then we got some 2 yellow diced onions gonna go into the oil. All right, so they got a little color on them. We're not doing a hard pan sear, we're just doing a light pan fry. Just get a little brown color on them. They don't take very long to cook. Say 5 minutes total, like 2.5 minutes on each side. Now that we got a little color on our onions, going in with some freshly grated ginger, garlic. Let that garlic and ginger wake up for about a minute. I'm gonna go in with some matchstick carrots. So when I make a stir fry like this, I love the smell of garlic and ginger combined together. And then those onions, it's just, I don't think there's anything better than that, besides butter and garlic. Going in with the snow peas. Love snow peas. We're gonna season up our stir fry with a little sesame oil. Not too much because the stuff is strong, but it's got a really good aroma. I don't really use it for the oil content, I use it more for that aroma of that sesame. And then I had some homemade eel sauce we have left over from a sushi night. That is currently rock solid, so we gotta pop it in the microwave. Blowouts everywhere, dude. It's all over my microwave. All right, had a little blowout in the microwave, but it's all right. So going in with the eel sauce. And eel sauce is just equal parts sugar, soy, and mirin. So you get that salty, you get that sweet, and you also get that acid pop. Little soy. Now it's smelling like a stir fry. Last thing for our stir fry, I'm gonna do this bag of cabbage. And I'm putting it in at the end, otherwise it'll get a little too mushy and it'll really wilt it down. It will release a lot of moisture. Oh, these are huge. Who doesn't love a little baby corn? But I thought they were gonna be much smaller, so we're gonna just break them up into little pieces. I don't know if this is even real. How do they make corn this small? Finishing off with a little knob of butter.
Look at that, behind the scenes. You guys ever wonder who really cooks the fish? It's me. Just kidding.
She was out here while we were inside.
I'll tell you what, it's hot out here. Was it hot when you guys were fishing today?
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm like sweating over this pan.
We're going in with the final touch. Little brown butter. Tyler, does this fit your macros?
Yeah, I'll make it work.
Check it out. Look at the spread. Look at this spread after a nice hot day of fishing. Jasmine rice. A little stir fry with baby corns. These probably would have made great carp bait now that we think about it. That'll be for our next adventure. Some rice. Some of our stir fry. And now, the star of the show. Look at this beautiful piece of snakehead. That is one flaky looking fish right there. There's that first bite, guys. Look at that. My piece is super tender. Ricky was saying that some of the pieces on the pan were not as tender as the others, but this piece right here is super flaky. Incredibly, incredibly tender. You see all those little fine flakes in there? Very delicious. Never would know that this was swimming in a canal in South Florida.
Well, what I meant by some of the pieces not being as tender, the thicker pieces, you know, sometimes when you want to like cut them open to see if they're cooked all the way through, it was like a little hard to get my spatula through them, which Victor gave us all like the same skinnier piece. So maybe when we go back for seconds and get those thicker ones, we'll notice a little bit of a difference. But what I have on my plate is delicious.
Yeah, this is my second time having snakehead. The first time I had it, I just wanted to taste it, so I just did a little salt and pepper, and it was really good, but this is absolutely phenomenal. Mine too is like flaking apart. You would never know this is freshwater fish, let alone that we caught it in little tiny ditches and still tannic water. So, it's delicious, man. Thanks so much for bringing me along.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been
you.
awesome.
It's crazy to think that freshwater fishing is something that is very, you know, easily accessible to a lot more people versus like saltwater fishing and offshore fishing. But these guys fished for 3 days straight. Man, they really worked their butts off to make this meal. So it goes to show that you can catch something, bring it home for dinner, really anywhere. So pretty special.
You know what I like about this trip? I got to meet my boy Tyler. Just 3 boys hanging out in the truck, driving around for 2 days. You know, we got into some trouble. We had a lot of fun. And that's what it's all about. You know, we tell you guys all the time, I love how fishing brings people together. Me and Tyler didn't know each other, and immediately you just click over that love of the sport. You know, if you really think about fishing from an objective perspective, you're doing the same thing over and over again. We left the house at 6 a.m. this morning and fished all the way until dark. And it's pretty crazy to think that you could just sit there and do it over and over and over again, just waiting for that bite. But the brotherhood and the fish, that's what it's all about. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Probably would have caught some more fish playing Fishing Clash, which was today's sponsor, so big thank you to them. And you guys can find that linked below. You guys can use my code LSHARK to get that $20 reward and that they're hooking you guys up with. So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. That's what happens when you leave your eel sauce in the microwave too long. Look at that. Get a good look in there. Had an explosion. Look at the bottom of the microwave. Not what you want, folks.